Day 13. Natural Law and Natural Theology. Natural law refers to the rule of right and wrong implanted by God in the minds of all people, sometimes called the law of nature, the law of nations, and the divine law, or the eternal law. The important point is that natural law is God's law, even if this law is ascertained by reason and observation, rather than from the study of Scripture. The conscience bears witness to the law of nature, and the Ten Commandments are a divinely revealed summary of the law of nature. Closely related to natural law, but not to be confused with it, is natural theology. Natural theology is the philosophical study of what can be known about God apart from special revelation. The Bible itself teaches that we can naturally know something about God, that He exists, what He is like, and what He requires. All this can be known imperfectly and insufficiently for salvation, because God reveals such knowledge to His creatures by way of natural revelation. Natural theology then refers to the knowledge of God that can be known by reason and by the light of nature. As Archibald Alexander puts it, natural theology consists in the knowledge of those truths concerning the being and attributes of God, the principles of human duty, and the expectation of a future state derived from reason alone. Typically, theologians have argued that this natural knowledge of God is both innate and acquired. Acquired knowledge can be further divided into three parts. We know something of God and His ways by investigating creation, by studying human nature, and by observing the works of providence. Although natural theology has been held in suspicion by some Protestants over the past century, most theologians throughout the history of the church have believed in the positive and apologetic purposes of natural theology. From the classical tradition of Augustine, Anselm, and Aquinas to early Reformed thinkers like John Calvin, Heinrich Bullinger, Francis Junius, Wolfgang Musculus, Peter Marty Vermigli, William Perkins, and Amandus Paulinus, to Westminster divines like William Twiss, Samuel Rutherford, Thomas Goodwin, and their contemporary colleague James Ussher, to the line of old Princeton stretching all the way from Francis Twitty and Benedict Pictet to John Witherspoon, Archibald Alexander, Charles Hodge, A.A. Hodge, and B.B. Warfield. Natural theology has been affirmed by the best minds in the church for 2,000 years. As divine image bearers, man has the capacity, even after the fall, to know true things about God apart from supernatural revelation. This is why the sacred writers, in contending with the heathen, appeal to the evidence which the works of God bear to His perfections. The Hodge concludes that it cannot therefore be reasonably adopted that not only the being of God, but also His eternal power and Godhead are so revealed in His works, so as to lay a stable foundation for natural theology.